it's weird. I'm still not fully ready to make a video every time I click record. It's it's still kind of strange to me to be like, okay, click the button. Now everything I say afterwards is recorded. It's solidified in the video. So I know the edge to the video will go away, but yeah, it's still present. It's still there. But today was the first day I didn't wake up and either walk or sprint. Oh, I mean, it wasn't a sprint day anyway, but it's the first day I didn't get out of bed and instantly get outside and do some sort of movement. And that could be contributed to how today felt. Today was not a good day in the sense that I was more inclined to scroll on my phone, just mess around, and it didn't feel as serious, I guess. I still did everything though. I still did my morning routine besides the walking part of it, but I still did what I wanted to do, or needed to do, I guess. More like want, but it wasn't like a terrible day where I didn't get anything done. I feel like a failure or anything like that. It's just one of those days. And, I was, I've been expecting one of these days to come up. And I think it's cool that I'm more into journaling and really thinking about my thoughts and feelings where I could really decipher and get into why I'm feeling this way and what it feels like. So in the future, when this day inevitably comes again, I will have more insight to why I feel this way and anyway, tips and tricks to get through the day. And the big thing I learned, like number one today, is momentum is it's key. Any sort of momentum. Even even just the smallest step forward is all you need. So, for example, this morning I was trying to read and I for some reason had my phone with me and it was just like in between it was just going back and forth like being on my phone, trying to read, being on my phone, trying to read. And I don't know how I was trying to tie that into momentum, but no, I had a way, but it's not clear to me. It's not concise. I didn't journal about it or read it down or write it down. Okay, well that's one thing. One thing that happened today that is not optimal, I guess. Um, oh, yes, yes. So I was trying to read and my brain was just so primed to just Instagram. My phone is so much more stimulating. Why are you trying to read words on a page right now? This is not good. So I stopped what I was doing. I stopped everything. And I just sat there for a moment. And I was like, how do I get out of this? And I just stood up and started to do a little bit of stretching. Nothing too crazy. I was still trying to just go back on my phone. But I started just slowly progressing myself into deeper and more, I guess, intricate stretches. And by the end of my stretching session, I was primed enough. I was like ready. I was, I guess, more present with my body and myself and outside of my, just my mental. or my brain, I guess. And I was able to read a little bit. I can't even lie, just a little bit. But yeah, momentum. Momentum is key. Um, I did some journaling too. Some good journaling. I love journaling, man. There was a point in time where I thought journaling was so stupid, and I even saw a video someone made where it said, when I journal, but I'm still as messed up as I was before I started journaling, and now there's written proof of it or something like that. And ever since I saw that, I was like, yeah, journaling's so stupid. Why'd you ever do it? But I think it was just because the way I was going about journaling was so wrong, so incorrect. Like beforehand, I don't know where I heard this, and maybe it is better for some sort of journaling, but what I figured out is, or, I'm gonna just talk about, fuck, dude, I'm just, all over the place. I'm sorry. I would just write as fast as I could about my thoughts and my days. I would just spill my thoughts. Just start writing. Even if I fuck up or it doesn't make sense, just keep writing, keep going. And by the end, it would just be just, it wouldn't be even like cohesive or anything. It just didn't even feel like, oh, okay, I just kind of took a poop on the page. Okay, cool. How does that help? Like, yeah, my thoughts are down, but now I am more intentional with my words and really try to like dive deep into what I'm thinking. And I stop and think about what I want to write before I write it down. And then I write it down in a way that would make sense to myself. It's like I'm writing a story, but I don't think I'm going to come back and read any of these. But I'm writing a story, so it's like cohesive, you know? And it's just more enjoyable to journal this way. And yeah, journaling's goated. Yeah, I was um oh man, I don't know how to do this. So it's like I got these thoughts on, but I don't want to just like read my thoughts, you know. Maybe I should read it a little bit before I start recording a video, so my brain's a little bit more primed to freely talk about what I was thinking about throughout the day. But something I think I should mention is um, I went to the sauna after I had dinner just for like a reset. The sauna is so nice. Besides all the benefits, I always feel like a resetted human being after I'm done with them or done with a session. And I wanted to cold plunge after too. And I saw this guy who had a cigarette, and I asked him for it. Asked him for one. And partly because of my addicted prime or addiction primed brain today, and also because I was like fiending for something like that. But there was also a part of me, I can't even lie, I'm not even coping. Maybe I am a little bit, but I wanted to see how it made me feel and what I'm really missing out on. And obviously, there's different kinds of cigarettes, different taste, all that. But I did not enjoy it. And what I noticed is it killed my ambition because while I was smoking it, I was thinking about, oh yeah, I'm gonna walk back home and then cold plunge. But I was like, there's a part of me that was like, oh, dude, why the fuck would I do that? Sorry, why would I do that? That no, I'm not cold plunging, but I'm glad that I'm getting more self aware to the point where I was like, whoa, where did that come from? It's just a cold plunge. What's wrong with that? And it's like, oh yeah, this really killing my ambition, killing my drive. So not only are the bad habits bad for you, and whatever bad habit it is, whatever way it is, you know, but it also makes the good habits that much less enticing. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And if we draw back to reading and Instagram, I think that's a big one. Yeah. Okay. Other than that, it was an I just said it was a bad day, but now that I'm like really thinking about today, it was all right. You know, obviously there's hardships to come, but we on the grind. Oh yeah, forgot I did this. I'm making flashcards of when I read stuff in books. Oh, I think I already talked about this last video, but who cares? No one's watching through these videos like, oh yeah, yeah, okay. You know what I mean? I'm fuck, frick, my bad. I shouldn't even say anything. I should be just that aware where I don't need to curse. But yeah, flashcards. That's gonna be cool. This is gonna be fun to review. Be like, oh, what is a manifesto? Let's do that real quick. What is a manifesto? I have no idea. Let's see. A personal set of daily rules that eliminate indecision and guide action. And with enough repetition, it'll stick in my brain. And the hope is that I can draw back to this knowledge and improve myself. I don't know.